Welcome back. Listen to this fascinating story. The death of former White House Press Secretary James Brady, ruled a homicide last week. Now remember, Brady was shot back in 1981 during the assassination attempt of President Ronald Reagan. And for the past 33 years, he suffered from medical issues related to the incident. But would lawyers have a case against John Hinckley after all these years? Here to debate that are attorneys Heather Hansen and Misty Marris. Nice to see both of you this morning. Welcome.
Nice to see you. Good morning.
Does the prosecution have a leg to stand on here? Can they really go after him again and charge him with murder 33 years later?
You know, it's a law professor's dream and a prosecutor's nightmare because there's so many hurdles to overcome. There's the idea of 33 years that have passed. Now, it used to be under common law that it was a year and a day. So if a person died within a year and a day, you could bring a case. If it was longer than that, you could not. But because of the changes in medicine and the changes in science, most jurisdictions have expanded that, and probably, if it was just on that issue, Clayton, you probably could bring a case on this.
Double jeopardy at issue here, right?
Right.
What is that, and why? Probably this will keep him out of courtroom.
Absolutely. Double jeopardy is a huge hurdle here for a prosecutor because what double jeopardy prevents is being tried for the same crime twice. Now, granted, it's going to be a homicide charge as opposed to an assault with intent to kill. But the critical elements of assault with intent to kill have been decided. And those elements would be at issue in the homicide charge. So it's going to be precluded. Remember, he was acquitted of the lesser crime. And that's going to preclude a prosecutor from bringing this pursuant to double jeopardy.
I think double jeopardy, because it's a different crime, I think that they would overcome that hurdle. But then there's another hurdle, which Misty brings up, and that is the fact that it's the same facts. You know, the law has changed. After Hinckley was found insane, legislatures went crazy and changed insanity law to make it much more difficult to prove that you're insane. If he was tried today under the way the law is today, I don't think that he would be acquitted under insanity.
Well, some things have changed with this law. They kind of reminded me, not to get all history nerdish on everyone, but it reminds me of the James Garfield assassination attempt. And, he lingered for months after Charles Guiteau shot him. He then later died. He was charged with murder, but it took months for him to actually die. But the law has evolved over the years. How has it evolved?
Well, there's many ways in which it has evolved. And as Heather referenced, it's because technology's changed. People can stay alive for a lot longer. And that's why the courts are dealing with these delayed death cases.
33 years later.
33 years is quite a hurdle. I mean, this is a long time.
And people are making a big fuss about this. But the reality is Reagan was shot during the assassination attempt. No one ruled his death a homicide. So here there is a connection. Whether it's tenuous or not would be fought in the courts. But there is a connection between his death and the shooting. And that is something that I think the prosecutors would be able to establish.
Meanwhile, they report he's just wandering around the streets.
That's a problem.
Misty and Heather, great to see both of you this morning.
Great to see you. Thank you.